Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. So in my recent video I showed how recently I have to spend a lot of money on different things. Apart from being a very painful experience, I wanted to get a new tooth. My laptop didn't want to start. I have to pay for my flight ticket to go back to Sweden, and I have the rent for this apartment to pay, you know. And so I realized I had to do something, right? I have to get my spendings under control, and luckily I got an invitation to use an app called Fortune City, and this app will help me to get my spendings under control. So in today's video I will show how much money I'm spending in Sweden and if Sweden is really as expensive as everyone is saying. And this app is pretty great because at the same time as you are recording your spendings, you are actually building a little city. My first recorded spending is gonna be that 70,000 that I had to pay the dentist to get a new tooth. So new record, let me see, I guess medical. Yeah, there's no dentist, but medical, close enough. 70,000, dentist, new tooth. Okay, there we go. Yeah, great, and then we get a little first aid kit, and no one is working there, but I mean, if I'm gonna pay 70,000 for removing my tooth, of course, I want to give someone a job, so let's see if we can find someone. Callum Morgan treats his cat like a princess. He buys a different flavor of cat food for her every day. So this is basically Charlie that we have here. And of course, Charlie can work as a dentist. So, yeah. No, he's hired. So the citizen of this city will also make some money for me while they are working. Samuel here, a happy resident of the city. His dream is to work in a cafe, but currently Jonasburg doesn't seem to have any cafes. So as the mayor of Jonasburg, I feel that it's my responsibility to make sure that the city has at least one cafe. Tjena, ska vi ta lite lunch och fika eller? Okej, vi ses. The lunch I took for today is fish, and the food in Sweden is actually, when you go out and eat, is actually usually quite expensive, and for lunch it's around 100 Swedish crowns, and for a dinner it can be something like 300 crowns, and even if you want some beer or wine it can even be like 400 or more. Because in Taiwan almost every day I go out and eat, but in Sweden once or twice a week usually. Oj, är det till mig? Ja. Oj, tack så mycket. Vad fint.
Jag har en dammsugare.
Okay.
Jättegott. Kaffe.
Nice. After the lunch, actually in Sweden we really like to drink coffee, so we went to this coffee house, and in Sweden we have something called fika, which we do sometimes several times every day, and that is when you take a coffee and you also take some kind of pastry or dessert together. And for today I took a super traditional kanelbulle, which is a really good Swedish pastry. The price for a coffee here on the countryside is something like 25, but in the city it's probably closer to 40 or something. And also this kanelbulle is 20. Okay, so I have been using this application for a while now, and I want to show you guys how my city looks. So it looks something like this, and you can see, because I'm in Sweden, so I drink a lot of coffee, so I have all these cafes over here up in the corner on cafe streets. There's a great function in this application. First of all, I need to change the currency because I put in everything in Swedish, but of course you guys are more familiar with Taiwanese dollars. So currency, Taiwan dollar, great. 1 week in Sweden I spent 14,000 Taiwanese dollar, which is of course quite much more than I'm spending in Taiwan usually. And it's also a little bit much for Sweden, because this is the week when I'm back in Sweden. You know, I try to meet all my friends, try to meet to have a coffee with everyone or take some dinner or something like that. Housing is of course biggest expense, 36%, and I think also we can see I had a coffee 5 times, so if I should improve my behavior in some way, I probably shouldn't take as many coffee as I do. Anyway, I think this is a pretty good app, and it's kind of, you know, motivates you to keep track on your spending, and it's also pretty interesting to see this town growing depending on, you know, how you spend your money. So I would like to recommend this app, and if you want to download it, there's a link down in the description, and there's also a little code that you can use to get a gift in the game. Okay, thank you so much for watching today, and please don't forget to also subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye bye.